Well, hello. I'm going to read a part of the book called Rosemary's Baby. It's written by Ira Levin, and I'll hope you enjoy listening to my reading. Um, let's start by chapter 1. Chapter 1. Rosemary and Guy Woodhouse had signed a lease on a 5-room apartment in a geometric white house on First Avenue when they received word from a woman named Mrs. Cortez that a 4-room apartment in the Bramford had become available. The Bramford, old, black and elephantine, is a warren of high-ceilinged apartments and prized for their fireplaces and Victorian detail. Rosemary and Guy had been on its waiting list since their marriage, but had finally given up. Guy relayed the news to Rosemary, stopping the phone against his chest. Rosemary groaned. "Oh no!" and looked as if she would weep. "It's too late," Guy said on the phone. "We signed the lease yesterday." Rosemary caught his arm. "Couldn't we get out of it?" she asked him. "Tell them something?" "Hold on a minute, will you, Mrs. Cortez?" Guy stopped the phone again. "Tell them what?" he asked. Rosemary floundered and raised her hands helplessly. "I don't know the truth. That we have a chance to get into the Bramford." "Honey," Guy said, "they're not going to care about that." "You'll think of something, Guy. Let's just look, all right? Tell her we'll look, please, before she hangs up." "We signed a lease, Ro. We're stuck. Please, she'll hang up." Whimpering with mock anguish, Rosemary pried the phone from Guy's chest and tried to push it up to his mouth. Guy laughed and let the phone be pushed. "Mrs. Cortez, it turns out there's a chance we'll be able to get out of it, because we haven't signed the actual lease yet. They were out of the form, so we only signed a letter of agreement. Can we take a look at the apartment?" Mrs. Cortez gave instructions. They were to go to the Brantford between 11 and 11:30 and find Mr. Miklas or Jerome and tell whichever they found that they were the party she had sent to look at 7E. Then they were to call her. She gave Guy her number. "You see how you can think of things?" Rosemary said, putting pads and yellow shoes on her feet. "You're a marvelous liar." Guy, at the mirror, said, "Christ, a pimple." "Don't squeeze it. It's only 4 rooms, you know. No nursery. I'd rather have 4 rooms in the Bradford." Rosemary said, "than a wall floor in that white cell block. Yesterday you loved it." "I liked it. I never loved it. I'll bet not even the architect loves it. We'll make a dining area in the living room and have a beautiful nursery." "When and if?" "Soon," Guy said. He ran an electric razor back and forth across his upper lip, looking into his eyes, which were brown and large. Rosemary stepped into a yellow dress and squirmed the zipper up the back of it. They were in one room that had been Guy's bachelor apartment. It had posters of Paris and Verona, a large day bed and a Pullman kitchen. It was Tuesday, the 3rd of August.